Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go on the hill here today, Garrett Crochet. And Singy, he's a workhorse, loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing at a high fly ball left field. Bellinger puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jackson Merrill in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Anthony hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. That one missing inside. Caminero hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Inside, just missed. And a swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Back in New York. And on the mound today, Dylan Cease. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
On the ground, and foul ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Merrill sends it across to first. Judge out on the play. Stepping in, Roman Anthony.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, and the Yanks go quietly. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. Here's the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion, everything is amplified. Gassed it right by him. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
1-1.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs. The other way. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back in the Bronx. Here's a big power threat. Giancarlo Stanton. Cease back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And now the count is even. And a swing to miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch swinging. Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first.
He's out
on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone. And up next for New York, Gavin Sheets. Here's a high chopper. O'Hearn. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back for more from the Bronx. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a miss.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Just missed. 1 out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's out.
Pulls it down, and they're 2 away. Next for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Inside. And the count is 1-1. And a foul ball. And the
Nope,
1-2
inside,
misses
ball
to
2.
even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Check swing. Now to look down to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. That one to first. O'Hearn. And he handles it himself for the out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
First
Ball
pitch,
1, no
not
strike.
close. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good late
1-1.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one almost got him. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He hammers one out to right. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he gets tied up right there.
Boom.
1
That's
ball,
cheddar,
2
baby.
strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And that's
Count
in the dirt.
1-0.
That
Ball.
misses the zone. Ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Up the middle. Oh, this is off the second base bag.
Safe.
And he's safe at first. So man aboard. Next to hit, Roman Anthony.
1-0.
In the dirt. Two outs. And
Ball.
another ball. And that one ripped to left. Laureano makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a swing and a miss there.
3-2.
Caught him looking for the tag. And here is Jackson Merrill. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Time's starting to run out for this offense, isn't it, Boog? I mean, it's not easy to play in a must-win game, especially when you're losing. Their season is on the line, and they know it.
Foul ball there. The Padres down by a run here in Game 5 of the NLDS. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. So digging in now for San Diego, Junior Caminero. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Ball, that's down.
2 down, nobody on. Here in this decisive Game 5. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the third time. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer the senior year. That's in there, and now 3 balls and a strike. There's the swing and a miss.
Full count, 3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Stanton now. Swings over the top of that one.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one drifts inside. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. So a man at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Nestor Cortez Jr.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Chisholm goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was off balance feet. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Gavin Sheets stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield. Stretches out and hauls it in. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. Now the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's Kyle Tucker. Struck out looking at his first at bat. A little bit high. And that is ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Why to kick the pitch. And it remains 2-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Ryan O'Hearn. And first offering is fouled off. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Ball one there.
Ball one.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Line drive and foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2. One ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's already homered in this game. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1's the count.
Right side. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in for San Diego, Cedar Rafaela. Crochet back to work. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
0-1. Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Next for the Padres, Jonathan Aranda.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses the first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Gets him to chase after that one.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Got him looking. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swings through the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Popped up. O'Hearn calls it in, and there's one away. Roman Anthony stepping in now for the Yankees. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are two down. Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. And the sweeper misses.
Aye. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
2 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Swing and a pop-up. Aranda. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He was late there, strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And that skips into dirt. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Junior Caminero, the next up for the Padres, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And there's the ball.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Next one off the plate inside. 2-2. In the dirt. Wells gathers, goes to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Back here in New York, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Laureano sizing this one up. He's got it. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
McMahon in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound. Jason Adam.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
That's the ball.
And the slider just misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a little bit low. And it's filled up.
We got full count.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the late stages of Game 5.
3.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone. Aaron Judge at the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that one gets past the catcher. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Judge waits. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-1.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
2-2 to count.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Throw down to third, but he's back safely. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. Back in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Ramon Laureano. Just missed. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
In danger of losing the perfect game here. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a ground ball. And Laureano is retired. So here's the Padres DH, Kyle Tucker. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Throwing it back can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
In the dirt, 1-2 to count. On the ground to Jazz. Over to Goldie. And Tucker is retired. So digging in now for San Diego, Ryan O'Hearn. And there's a strike. Holding on to a one-run lead here in Game 5 of the NLDS. Next pitch is outside.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
To the right side, Chisholm. And he's out on the tag. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back now in the Bronx. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Roman Anthony. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Wandy Peralta.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
That one not close. And it's 1-1. Fouled off left side. 1-2. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held up.
The count's full.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
This to third. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Cody Bellinger digs in now. 1 for 3. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in this decisive Game 5. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently
1
here.
ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Boy, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Loves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw. And they get the out. Great play out there, and that keeps the perfect game alive. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. That one the other way. Volpe throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. So they're down to their final out. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. And that's in the dirt. 1-run game here at the top of the 9th. That one's spoiled, and they count now 2-1. Swung on, and it's a base hit. And that puts an end to the perfect game here in the 9th. So now back to the top of the order. Fernando Tatis Jr. the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And fouled off. Outside low. And it's a ball to strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the late stages of Game 5. They're down to their final strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Cole is just 1 strike away. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Jackson Merrill steps to the plate in a clutch situation. And that misses.
Ball 1. Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Steps off and bluffs a throw at second. This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And that'll do it. They've won the series and are off to the